Objectives: transfer water from one tank to the other using two submersible water pumps. Whenever a difference in water level is detected, to utilize float switches to continuously monitor water levels and provide automatic start and stop commands to the pumps. To implement industrial motor control components such as contactors, overload relays, timers, and indicator lamps for safe and reliable operation. To prevent overflow and low water conditions by automatically controlling pump operation based on tank level requirements. To reduce manual intervention in water level management through an automated control system. The automatic two-tank same-level control system using 220 volts AC submersible water pumps is designed to automatically maintain equal water levels between two water tanks. The system utilizes float switches as sensing devices to continuously monitor the water level in each tank. Whenever a difference in water level is detected, the control circuit activates appropriate submersible pump to transfer water from the tank with a higher level to the tank with a lower level. This automatic process continues until both tanks reach the same predetermined water level.
The wiring begins with the connection of the stop push button and start push button in series with control power supply. The stop push button is connected as a normally closed contact to allow current flow during normal operation, while the start push button is connected as a normally open contact. When the start push button is pressed, power is supplied to timer relay 2TR, which energizes and closes its auxiliary holding contact. This holding contact is wired in parallel with the start push button to maintain circuit operation even after the button is released. The output of 2TR is connected to the float switch circuit and timer relay 1TR. The float switches are installed inside both water tanks and are wired to monitor the water levels continuously. The time contact of 1TR is wired to timer relay 3TR. Once the delay period of 1TR expires, its contact closes and energizes 3TR. The contacts of 3TR are then used to control the operation of the pump contactors. One normally open time contact of 3TR is connected to the coil terminals of contactor 1M. A green indicator lamp is wired in parallel with the contactor coil so that whenever contactor 1M is energized, the lamp illuminates, indicating that pump 1 is running. Another time contact of 3TR is wired to the coil terminals of contactor 2M. Similar to the first pump circuit, a second green indicator lamp is connected in parallel with the contactor coil to provide visual indication that pump 2 is operating. An overload relay or OL is connected in series with contactor coil circuit to protect the pump motor from excessive current. At the bottom of the circuit, the auxiliary contacts of contactor IM and contactor 2M are wired in series with the red indicator lamp. This lamp serves as a standby indicator. Then both contactors are de-energized and the pumps are not operating, the red lamps remaining illuminated.
The components used for an automatic tank same-level control system are submersible water pump, float switches, magnetic contactor, overload relay, time relay, start and stop push button, indicator lamps, and circuit breaker. So we have the 220 volts AC submersible water pump as the main device responsible for transferring water between the two tanks. It is installed inside the tank and operates only when energized through the motor control circuit. The pump automatically starts when the water level in the tank is low and stops when the desired level is reached. The float switches serve as water level sensing devices. They are installed inside the tanks to detect low and high water levels. When the water level changes, the float switch changes its contact position. sending a signal to the control circuit. These switches ensure automatic pump operation and help prevent tank overflow or dry running conditions. The magnetic contactor acts as an electrically operated switch used to control the power supply to the submersible pump. When the contactor coil is energized, its main contacts close and power is delivered to the pump. The overload relay protects the pump motor from excessive current, overheating, and electrical faults. If the motor draws more current, the overload relay trips and disconnects the motor from the power supply, preventing damage. The timer relay provides delayed switching functions within the control circuit. We have two on delay timer and one off delay timer. It acts as a time delay before activating or deactivating the pump. The start push button is a normally open control switch used to energize the system. When pressed, it initiates the operation of the control circuit and activates the automatic sequence. The stop push button is a normally closed control switch used to de-energize the control circuit. Pressing this button immediately stops the operation of the pump, providing a safe method for shutting down the system. The indicator lamps provide visual feedback regarding the operating condition of the system. Green indicator lamps are used to show when the pump is operating, while a red indicator lamp indicates that the system is in standby mode or stopped. The circuit breaker serves as the main protective device for the electrical system.
Actual system operation. When the start push button is pressed, the control circuit is energized and timer relay 2TR is activated. Its auxiliary contact provides a holding circuit allowing the system to remain energized even after the start button is released. The stop push button can be used at any time to de-energize the entire system. Once the control circuit is active, timer relay 1TR begins its timing cycle. After the preset delay, the time contact of 1TR closes and energizes timer relay 3TR, initiating the pump control sequence. The operation of the pump is governed by the float switches installed in both tanks. The float switches continuously monitor the water levels and provide input signals to the control circuit. When the water level in one tank becomes lower than the desired level, the corresponding float switches changes state and signal the control circuit to start water transfer. After the timing sequence is completed, the contact of 3TR closes and energizes the first contactor, starting the first submersible water pump. The pump transfers water to the tank with a lower water level, helping restore balance between the two tanks. At the same time, the green indicator lamp lights up indicating that pump 1 is running. If the water level difference between the tanks remains significant or additional pumping is required, another time contact of 3TR closes and energizes the second contactor, starting the second submersible water pump. The second pump assists in equalizing the water levels more quickly. A second green indicator lamp illuminates to indicate that pump 2 is in operation. Both pumps are protected by overload relays, which automatically disconnect the motors if excessive current or abnormal operating condition occur. As the water level in the tank becomes full, the float switches return to their normal position and interrupt the pump control signal. This causes the contactor to de-energize, stopping the pump automatically. The red indicator lamp serves as a standby indicator and remains on when the pump are not operating. When either pump is running, the auxiliary contact of the motor contactor open the red lamp circuit, causing it to turn off, indicating active system operation.